What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the 6th Round Podcast, episode 36. Let's go. We're late on this one. A lot of things going on. We're sorry. But
Yeah.
we're here, we're getting it done, and we got some motherfucking fights to talk about.
Jimmy's a liar. There wasn't anything going on. It was just the time of the cards that just created disorientation and bad time.
Well, yeah, streams
Not
and
wrong.
personal things, sleep and, whatnot. That fucking 3 a.m. start time for UFC Singapore. That was, hooey.
Yeah, and then you're like, hey, you want to record the podcast Sunday? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take a 2-hour nap. We'll do it after that. Me waking up, looking at my phone at 2 a.m. like, well, shit.
I was real sad too, because I'm sitting there. It was like 2 hours later. I'm just like, damn, do I stream or something? I'm just like, nah, like I don't know when Ginger gonna be up and just waiting. I'm like, this motherfucker's
feel
just
so
sleeping.
bad.
Yeah, that 2-hour nap turned into a full-blown sleep.
Yeah.
But we're here.
We're here. We're getting it done. And to take it way back to fucking damn near a week ago at this point, we had PFL 9 happen. Let's go. The second to last card of the PFL season this year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it makes me so sad when it's running down. It's just like, god damn it. Just not much more to look forward to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we get to see who wins $1 million, though, so that's cool.
That is true. It was the last playoff card of the year. PFL 9, 55ers 170. And I would say it's just really funny because going into the playoffs, it was the 55ers that were very lackluster, and it was the 170-pound division that was just on fire, just getting us so hyped for it. And they hit us with the old switcheroo on this one.
They sure did.
Oh, man. In the main event, Clay Collard versus Shane Burgos. As soon as it was over, I was like, damn, this is probably the greatest PFL fight in PFL history. Like, that was such a goddamn war, man. Just everything that we were hoping for and more. I knew it was going to be a great fight, but just an instant classic. Like, I was not expecting such a great fight like that. Clay gets it done. Unanimous decision. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Bro, that shit was a banger. It was a good-ass fight. Clay was just landing some crazy shots. His output in those 3 rounds was insane.
Yeah, it makes me think that, who's keeping the PFL numbers? Who's tracking these things? You know what I mean? Do they got the smart cage fucking tracking them? Because that's what I think that they're doing. I know they said that Clay threw 440 total strikes or something like that. I mean, it's hard.
It's feasible.
He was throwing nonstop, the entire but damn, 440 plus or whatever in fucking 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was pretty insane.
Yeah. Just absolutely insane. The fucking It was really the hands and the boxing of Clay Collard and just that forward pressure versus the counter punching and the leg kicks of Shane Burgos throughout the 15. That was that was the main name of the game throughout that fight. But yeah,
and Clay tough as a fucking old leather boot because Jesus Christ gets his legs kicked out of him a couple of times. His leg is fucking shot, and he's still just moving forward.
Yeah, that's bro, getting kicked in the fucking legs suck. You know what I mean? I just can't imagine getting kicked so many times to the point where it's you can barely step on it, but it's just fuck it, just keep pressing forward.
Going.
Keep going.
You're like, fuck it, my leg is numb at this point. It's cool. Just don't fall. Just don't fall.
What's another leg kick at this point? You know what I mean? My shit's already fucked. How much more fucked could it really get? Because that's how Clay was fucking fighting.
No, seriously.
Yeah,
but
right.
Shit, it got him 29-28 across the board, so.
Yeah. What were the, do you have the scorecards up right now? I didn't know if what rounds it was given. 'Cause I don't remember off the top of my head which one.
All 3 judges agreed Clay wins round 1 and 2, and then Shane Burgos winning round 3.
Okay, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All the media scores are also 29-28 collared.
Yeah. That fucking, like, he definitely can't fight like that for 5 rounds. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
he's gotta pace that a little bit better. You know, with this win going into the next one, because that. Oh man, that was just crazy, man. That was just so good. Like that was just the kind of performance where right after I'm just like, all right, I could be down to see Clay fight some top 155ers in the UFC. You know what I mean? Like we could probably get some amazing fights with that.
Definitely could.
Yeah.
He definitely would get beat though.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is, but
it's all for the funsies.
let's get him versus Nate Diaz in boxing. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you know, it's some ideas.
With that one. Be interesting.
Not yet, but Clay just absolutely amazing. What a performance of his fucking lifetime. And yeah, that sets him up for a chance at $1 million against the returning champ OAM, because in the co-main event, this motherfucker he outclassed Bruno, and then once he was like, all right, I want this fight to be over, he just fucking put it on him, got him, like, I'm pretty sure he got a takedown, started ground and pound, got him out of there.
It's over.
Yeah. End of round 2.
Yeah, that... I mean, I was hoping, like, you know, it'd be cool if Bruno could kind of mix things up, you know what I mean? Throw a little wrench into there. We've been seeing a lot of, like, upsets to former champions and stuff recently. But OAM, he is just too good, honestly. Like, he had a rough, 3-fight losing streak, got cut from the UFC, but since then, 9-0 in the PFL, undefeated, and... I mean, he in his last couple of fights just really trying to put more of an effort on like finishing the fights too. So it's definitely just good to see. But yeah, 34 years old.
So how do you think that fight go with Clay Collard?
I just think OAM's gonna be too smart for him, honestly, and it makes me sad. It would be great if Clay can just go out there and just fucking stay on the feet, just keep him in a brawl, you know what I mean? But OAM just seems so much like, he just seems so much more muscular than fucking Clay. Like, he just seems a lot like just bigger. Like, I think the grappling is gonna be hard for him, honestly.
Yeah.
Clay just a bit taller, a bit longer. I wonder if he could just, like, boxing shit, just put that jab on him, just...
Possible. But
I hope OAM doesn't just wrestle fuck him. I hope it's a good fight.
Nah, it's just because, like, he's so safe, he's so technical on the feet, you know what I mean? Like, he will look to clinch him a lot, like, but I mean, to be fair, if fucking OAM, like, especially if he doesn't have, like, Clay pressed up on the cage, like, putting a lot of pressure on him, bro, if he grabs a clinch, fucking Clay's just gonna start just rib roasting him right away, because he kept doing that to fucking Shane constantly, and it's the body work, like that's the
biggest thing.
That could help him out a lot if he throws consistent like 1-2s and like uppercuts, like even to the body. That could really help him stay like on a like just a good path to like, all right, OAM shoots a takedown, just got my hands already down there throwing punches, dig a underhook, like. That's interesting.
If he's not pressed up against Cage, like, yeah, that's exactly what OM's gonna have to worry about. He's gonna have to worry about all the little dirty boxing that Clay's gonna be doing in there.
I'm gonna favor OAM.
I would too.
It's just so crazy seeing like OAM's record of 20-5, Clay Collard's record of 24-10. Clay Collard 4 years younger.
I know, that was when they showed the tail of the tape, and it's just like
he was younger than Shane Burgos.
I was like, what the? It's crazy. Just
me and you both were like, wait a minute, we thought Clay was older.
Bro, if you told me that Clay was the 34-year-old, I'd be like, yeah.
Yep.
No, yeah, exactly. Like,
even looks more like the 34-year-old, just like, in the face and everything than OAM too. But it's definitely gonna be a good fight. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, 'cause in my head, I was like thinking about of like, all right, like we could just like do little our thoughts of like predictions who we think is gonna win all the championship fights. Since we got no more like to no more fights to talk about until the championship one. But yeah, this one, I don't know. What do you guys think? Who are you gonna pick to like win it?
I mean, the safe bet is OAM because of the fact that he's safe and technical, but I don't know. Clay just might be able to get it done. He might be the one to switch it up with the 155 division,
OAM never been finished before. Fought guys like Armin Saryukian, Gilbert Burns, Alexander Hernandez, Diego Fajeda.
I mean, but even if he doesn't get finished and just gets decisions like Shane,
Nah, for sure.
It's not like, he didn't finish Shane either, but he clearly just won that fight.
It's like, man, that's the thing. It's just like with the output though, because it's like that's what I'm saying. He can't. I mean, he might be able to do that for 5. Probably not.
Not with grappling involved. If he gets grappled by OEM, he's not able to put out that type of output.
Yeah.
Yeah, so OEM could probably get it done. He probably will.
Like, that's the thing. It's over 5. Like, for me, I feel like Clayton would almost... If for me to, like, favor outcomes, it would be OEM by decision and Clay by finish. Just because, like, Clay... That's the only way I see Clay winning. But, like you said, like, OEM's never been finished, and that has to be taken into account.
You know what? Fuck it. Clay has beaten all former UFC guys that he has fought in the PFL. I'm taking Clay in this one. He's winning $1 million this year. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
The odds are in his favor.
You said, has he fought OAM yet? Nah.
Yeah. Oh.
Got wins over Shane Burgos, Stevie Ray, Jeremy Stevens, Anthony Pettis. Yeah, he's getting it done. Body shot TKO in the 4th round. Let's fucking go, Clay Collard.
Right, because that's the thing that I feel like even we don't take into account enough is that people may not have been finished by getting knocked out TKO'd, but body shots exist.
Yeah.
And that's not your that has nothing to do with that. Like you get ripped to the body enough, anybody's going down at a certain point. Like
Not it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be a good one. But let's fucking go. That's what we got at the 155-pound division for the championship bout. Now we go into our welterweights. I'm disappointed by everyone here. Every single person involved in these scenarios, I'm disappointed in. Sadabusi did even worse against Carlos Leal than he did the first time, winning a split decision.
Yeah.
All Carlos Leal had for him was just trying to clinch him and grapple him on the cage, and he was not effective in that, and it made me really sad.
I mean, effective enough to at least get one of the judges.
Yeah.
Should he have, though?
But I don't think so, but,
yeah, because with that one, featured bout, Sadabusi, Carlos Leal, the rematch. As soon as they got matched up with, like, how the top 4 laid out, I was just like, nope, it should not have gone this way. And they proved me right.
Well, you said that because there was originally supposed to be Magomed versus Magomed, right? And then
that also, and Magomed Umalatov did the right thing because it wasn't the finals where he was fighting Magomed Karimov, so he had to pull out of that fight. So,
After seeing Magomed Karimov's fight, though,
yep,
I think Umalatov would have won that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know you were saying you were disappointed in everybody, but I feel like you can't be as disappointed in Salomon Renfro.
That's fair.
Because he took the fight against Magomed Karimov short notice. He's 11-4 against 33-6. He's like 26 years old. It was his second fight in PFL. Fought 2 months ago. You know what I mean? Like,
that's fair.
He's the one person that you can't be too disappointed in.
Yeah. When you have someone coming in on short notice, it's hard to be disappointed in them because it's like they weren't training for this. Like,
yeah. That's fair. That's a good point. So he survives my hatred for today.
But Magomed,
this was not a great performance by him.
yo, he looks so tired by what, the second round?
It like the end
Yeah.
of the second round, like it was noticeable, and then like by start like midway of the third, it was like the performance was clearly declining. You know what I mean? Like where by the end of the second round, I'm just like, damn, I wonder if fucking Solomon's gonna do some fucking Ray Cooper shit and like knock him out in the third round because he's getting tired, you know? And but yeah, Magomed gets the unanimous decision. But yeah, just not a great fight, not a great performance. And it's like we got Sadabu versus Magomed now in the championship. And it's just like, god damn it, just could have been better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just lost all its hype, like with their both of the last at least for me. I don't know, but like, it's coming out of those fucking the just like regular season bouts. You know what I mean? Like all of them were just looking so good.
I know, just getting all the finishes, like just having really great fights. I mean, I feel like if anything, Sadabusi and Carlos, like, you know, with that being a more close fight, it's like whatever because they both made it to that point. But Magomed should have had a much more like, I don't know, just dominant performance. Like he should have just been better than what we got.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, how are you guys feeling heading into this championship bout? Who are you favoring? Who do you think's gonna get it done? Both of them have won the championship before, so the winner is gonna be a 2-time champ.
I'm still favoring Sadabu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little hard. I don't know, because it's like, with the way that Magomed got tired, I think that Sadabu might be able to just like do enough to be able to win. Obviously either of them could put each other out.
Yup.
So that could be fun, but it's like, if Magomed goes to wrestling, like, you know, we've seen Carlos, just like kept clinching him and all of that, but it's like, Magomed's definitely a better wrestler. And if he, you know what I mean, he might give him more of a problem, so then it could be his fight. I don't know. Kind of depends on how it goes, I guess.
Ginger, what do you
that's kind of the thing with like the wrestling though, is like if he also gasses out trying to get these takedowns like he was during like this fight, but like the end of, especially like at the start of the third round and at the end of the third round, and it's gonna be like, yeah, you still got 2 more rounds of this, buddy. And that's when it's like, that's when I could see Sadabusi capitalizing on that and getting a finish. Like you were saying, body shots are a motherfucker, and especially when you're tired, they're really a motherfucker.
Yeah, I forgot that this bout is also a rematch. PFL 2021 number 7, so it would have been a 3-round contest. Magomed got the unanimous decision. I am pretty heavily favoring Sadabusi in my head going into this one. I feel like, like you said, Magomed definitely has better wrestling than Carlos Leao, but I just feel like the nonstop pressure, because Carlos, like you could tell he was tired after that fight. You know, like he was doing everything he could to like grapple Sadabusi, still wasn't able to like get the decision. With Magomed, just like, I feel like he's just getting like maybe just getting older. Like the gas tank just isn't like holding up as well with like the grappling and everything. You know what I mean?
Which is funny because Sadabu's 3 years older than Magomed.
I know, just fighters.
No, I know.
Like,
it's just funny.
Yeah.
But I just feel like over 5 rounds, I think Magomed is, like, other than if he goes out there, like, aggressive on the feet round 1, I feel like he obviously, like you said, they both have the opportunity, like, and the ability to knock each other out. But I just feel like if he goes too hard with the grappling, I don't think he's going to be able to, like, finish Sadabu. And I feel like by rounds 3 and 4, he's going to be pretty tired, and Sadabu will be able to, like, put it on him. So I don't know if Sadabu gets the late finish, but I feel like he'll at least be able to like win 3 through 5 and get the decision win.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go Sadabu.
The hell yeah. Those were the 2 last tournament bracket bouts for the PFL. And then so 55 170, then 145 Jesus Pinedo and
Gabriel Braga.
Yep. Any extra thoughts? I don't know if I'm pretty sure we said who we thought we were gonna win, right?
Yeah, we've kind of said for most of them who we think's gonna win. Like, it's some of them feel bit more obvious than others. But
Larissa got it. Pinedo got it.
Yep.
yeah.
OAM might have it. Sadabu got it.
Yo, you rocking Impa though, right?
Yeah. I told you that.
I
Impa got it and Henning got it.
You think Hennen's gonna beat Goltsov?
Goltsov got it. I kind of forgot who the other person was, so I was like, I'm gonna go with the one person because the heavyweights the least I care about.
I respect the
with the heavyweight one. Like, I think I was just like, when we were talking about it, just like, yeah, I wasn't really impressed with either performance.
So yeah, for sure.
I don't know, because like the hands on Dennis weren't looking good, and then like, yeah, it's just like, I don't know. They both should have had a way easier time with their fights than what they had.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
I got Dennis in that one though, for sure.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But I'm taking Josh over Impa. I gotta run with my boy. He's getting it done this year.
Nah.
And then yeah, everything else basically agree on. Oh, big gust of wind coming in. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
But all right, that's gonna wrap up PFL from Wednesday last week. Let's go. And now we get into UFC Singapore, which for us in the mountains, 3 a.m. prelim start time. 5 for Gingy. That shit made the weekend feel so long in the worst way possible.
Oh.
Yeah, it was rough.
I'm still feeling it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying going into work today. It's like, got 2 hours of sleep, was up at like 2:30, got him up, watching the fights by 3. At the end of it, I was like, you know what? I need a nap. Was kind of in and out of sleep because the cats kept like, just, doing cat shit. So like in and out of sleep for a couple hours till I was like, all right, it's time to get up. Was up and like went back to regular schedule, but it kind of fucked me up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, until waking up this morning, like all throughout yesterday and shit, like I just felt like my brain just had like a fog of like, I am just not rested. But at least it gave us a pretty damn good fucking card.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic. I would have been so sad if I would have slept through this shit. Are you kidding me?
Like, yeah, bruh, if that shit opened up with like 3 straight terrible like fucking decisions or something, there's a good chance I probably would have just fell asleep right in my spot. Like,
I feel you.
But as always, we start at the top. The main event, the reason why we all come and sit down to watch the cards. And
this was the one retirement fight and fight in general that I actually couldn't hold back my tears.
Yeah,
like a lot of times
up.
I get teary-eyed and like, you know what I mean? I'll be like, damn, this is sad. But I was crying. I couldn't even hold it back. Like I couldn't speak because I knew I was just going to choke up. I just sat here with tears rolling down. Man, the fucking emotion that came out of this from the second the Korean zombie walked out.
Yeah. Bro, since that fight had, like, I don't know, constantly, like, multiple times throughout the day, like, the fucking, his walkout song just plays throughout my head, like, I just, like, goddamn.
Where it really hit me, I was definitely emotional, like, when it was all happening, but, like, it was once he started, because he somehow accidentally timed it perfectly, where he's walking out of the cage as the chorus to his walkout song hits and everybody in the arena starts singing it.
See, that's
when it was over for me.
That just made it worse for me. I have the goosebumps. Oh my god, I have just crazy goosebumps right now because it's like him walking out, like when they all started singing him in, that's when the goosebumps came and the emotion, like I started feeling it. You just felt the fucking energy. And then the fight happened, man. It was kind of like we were talking about from the moment it was announced that we didn't think Max wanted to hurt him.
Is this probably the first time Max was like out fucking like someone out fucking punched, like, you know, in terms of attempted strikes,
Yes,
like the Max probably in fucking like
Forever.
damn near a decade. Like
like first round you could tell Max was taking it slow. He did not want to go out there just bombing on him or just putting in a high output. He was
fucking TKZ went right after him though.
Yeah, he hurt Max a couple times. Like
I mean Max, that's the thing.
I don't want to say hurt, you know what I mean?
Like he
landed good shots is what I should say.
And like I mean it was like first 20 seconds TKZ goes after him and Max lands like a fucking counter right, or no, it was a counter left hand, and like just real short, like barely, like I didn't even catch it when it happened, and fucking you see TKZ like get rocked right away, and I'm like, oh no, like fucking.
And I think he seen it after that too, and was like, oh, I'm gonna kind of slow down even more. Because then the second round really just solidified that he did not want to hurt this man.
Yeah.
He hit him. He dropped him, and you seen the hesitation. He's looking at the ref like
fucking put his hands
he's
up.
Like,
he's like they just immediately like
right. He's like, it's over. Oh, it's not over. Went. Yes, tried to fucking choke him out. Like, come on, Max gonna try to choke out someone unless he's not trying to hurt him. Like that. When was the Korean zombie just too good on the ground, just moving in, just not letting himself get choked out, put to sleep. It ends up done.
Yeah, 23 seconds into third round, he lands a right hook. Just got it. Fucking TKZ. As soon as the fucking third round started, he was just like, "I'm going for broke." Like it. Like I can't have a fucking technical fight with Max and like have any sort of hope for winning. So he's just like, I have to put it on him. He just started throwing so many bombs and punches on Max, and then they both fucking load up right hands. Max just way faster with it right on the chin, and like TKZ was so committed that like he throws like the right hand still goes through, ends up like hitting Max, and then he was throwing a left too, and like the left came over like as he was like unconscious going down to the mat. And that.
And again, Max just hands up. It's done.
Yeah,
like,
walk off KO. Like
that
just
one was. It was
after
done at that
was
point.
it after the first round or the second round that Max was like talking to the ref?
After the second round.
Okay, yeah, it was after the second round. We seen him like talking to him, and I really wonder if he said something like, "Yo, I'm not doing too much." You know what I mean? Like if he's hurt, please don't drag it out.
Yeah, it probably just like check on him, make sure he's okay. Something like that. Like hey, like like. Make sure, like you're watching him in the fight or something. You know what I mean?
That's probably what happened with TKZ. Like the beginning of that third round, it was like, I'm going for broke. I'm gonna go chin versus chin against Max Holloway, and it's usually not a good idea.
Yeah, no one has ever won that one with with Max. Like that's not that's not how you're gonna win it. So like. It was just so sad, man. Like that.
Right, because then it was like that's how the fight happened, and then afterwards, for me, when the emotions really started, was watching him. I forget how many people he had like in the ring after the fight. It was maybe like 5 or 6.
4 cornermen or something.
But it was like a few people that was like in there afterwards, And like you seen him go to hug everybody, and then it was the last person he hugged. They're both just holding each other and like crying together. And I was like, oh no. And then like you said, it was when he started walking out and the crowd just started singing him out. He walks to his wife, just all of that. Oh, I lost it. It was so sad, so beautiful. Just
yeah. Oh man.
As he's walking through the tunnel, he throws his gloves into the crowd and just I am so appreciative of that crowd.
Yeah,
for
me too.
Showing the respect to that legend.
And then afterwards, like just what he posted on Instagram, that like because he was talking about like he felt like he got so much undeserved love, and I wish that I could just sit him down and be like, you deserve all of it. Like you don't have to be the champ to deserve this amount of love. Like
like he was just saying for what he accomplished. Like he was saying that he didn't deserve like the amount of love that he's getting. And it's like, bro,
like you deserve every ounce of it.
Like and just like in reality, like fans fucking love fighters that like go in there all or nothing. You know, and like. Literally, you're the fucking Korean zombie. Like, so I'm sure there are so many fucking fans across the world of MMA that know him as the Korean zombie, but do not know his name Chan Sung Jung. You know what I mean? Like Bro, so much respect. He has always fucking put on shows, like always outperformed. Like
Bro's UFC debut, he got the first Twister submission in UFC history in 2011.
Yeah,
like come
legend,
the fuck on.
WEC legend, UFC legend. Just oh man, all the respect to the Korean Zombie. I hope anything that he wants to do after fighting, he's able to do and just excel in, because he just deserves it all, man. That was just.
Yes.
Well, on the flip side, motherfucking Max Holloway. He's beaten damn near everyone in the fucking top 10 at this point that it has deserved to fight up at, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What the fuck does he do now?
That's one of the other things. Max Holloway is one of those people who's beaten, like, everyone, like, people from the past generation, his generation, and the next generation, like...
Wins over Yair, Ortega, Arnold Allen, didn't fight Ilya or Josh, Calvin Kattar, Korean Zombie, like...
I mean, I guess it all depends on what he wants to do. Because really if he just wants to hang around and get money fights, he could definitely do that with his fucking name. But if he's, like Ginger just said, he's only 31 years old. So if he still wants to, like, get that belt back,
he does.
He's gonna exactly.
In the post-fight press conference, he was saying that he wants to make himself undeniable for a fourth fight with Volk, and that he wants to get the belt, defend the belt, and then, in his words, he said maybe move up a weight class or two and grab another belt.
Or two?
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's insane. Okay, because
Maxie Boy likes to eat. He will eat all those cupcakes to make 170.
I understand he likes to eat. I understand that he walks around, obviously not at fucking 45.
Well, and I know because he was on like Andrew Schultz's podcast, he says like he doesn't like walk around nearly as heavy as he used to. He says he walks in like 160s now.
Okay, but either way, he can clearly put on that weight. But listen. That man does not have the reach to be anywhere near a 170er.
Sub 70 reach? You don't think that's all right?
Dude has no reason to be there.
It's not like there's guys at like 55 with like a 76-inch reach or something like that. You know what I mean, right? Right? It's not like half of the fucking up-and-comers are just built like that now, right?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Please, for the love of God, Max.
Yo, Max versus Leon?
Please.
Max wants that Islam fight. He thinks that would be a hell of a fight.
I'm not talking about 155 right now. I understand that 155ers are built different too, especially the up-and-comers. But you know what? Cool.
Fine. You want to see Max versus fucking Kevin Holland?
Right. You know, if he somehow like jumped from 145 to 170, like let's just say that happened instead of going for 255. Let's just say he jumped to like 170. By the time he gets there, after defending the 45-pound belt, to get the 70-pound belt, he's gonna have to fight someone like fucking Shavkat.
He doesn't have to. He's Max.
No, I'm saying like by then I'm saying Shavkat's gonna be champ.
Okay. My bad.
Yeah.
I thought you meant to get the shot. I'm like, it's Max.
No, like he'd get the shot,
Max
but it would be against
Kevin,
like
Max
a Shavkat.
Jack Del Maddalena.
Get the fuck out of here. Do you want to see Max's chin get cracked? You know what?
He's gonna be the healthiest he ever been.
She's got a point, because God,
I don't want to see it. I saw Drew Dober's chin get cracked, and that was sad. I can only imagine how the fuck I'll feel.
Prime 155 Dusty didn't fucking do shit to Max's
But that
chin.
was also a young Max that hasn't gone through everything he's gone through.
It was still through most of it. It was really just not the Volk fights, and I mean, well, and like his other wins since then, but like.
Yeah, I mean, that's all that accumulative damage.
That's true. I mean, like the Calvin Kattar, he took some good damage in. The third Volk fight, he really got beat up in, and then the Yair fight, he took some good damage in.
And it's like, please, like you're gonna tell me
three rough fights.
But you're gonna tell me that a Jack Della Maddalena is not a harder hitter than anyone at 145 or 55?
The battle of the Aussies, Volk versus Jack Della Maddalena.
What?
Oh my God.
Volk's undefeated at 170.
You're not wrong.
That's a fact.
I know.
So who does hit harder? Let's fucking find out.
True.
Winner fights Tai Tuivasa. Let's fucking really find out.
Okay. But yeah, you got Jack Della Maddalena.
No, I know. Bruh.
Ian Gary, Shavkat. Like,
I know. That's why in my head is I feel like Kevin, but even still, it's like, bro, Kevin's probably got like a fucking 80-inch reach or something.
And that's what I was gonna say. He's just gonna be another
sure
Darce
it's
on
80.
Kevin's record. Like,
that's possible.
yes.
Last time Max got finished, it was a choke. So like,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, Mac, like, yeah,
Yeah,
he
81
he
inch
can
reach
really
on
just,
Holland.
yeah, it's 12-inch reach advantage. Like, it's
that's
fucking
fucking stupid.
It's a foot, a literal foot.
That is so fucking dumb.
Well, it's probably like 4-inch height advantage or something.
Please, how is Max gonna reach him in the
Max
most
is
respectful
what?
way? He's gonna have to
5'11".
rush in there and get close.
Yeah, he's 6'3".
Yep. 4
Holy
inches
shit.
of height, 12 inches of reach. Book it now, UFC.
That's
Let's fucking
insane.
yeah. But so yeah, it's like to your point. It's like if Max wants to like just fight guys at 145 to become undeniable, fight for that belt, he can obviously do that. He's just fucking everyone up. I mean, it's like if you do that, that's when you just I guess put fucking him versus Ilya in Spain. You know what I mean? 5-round main event, and you fucking get that cracking.
And Ilya said he's down for Max or Volk, so. So if they can't get Vulcan,
if you want to make him undeniable,
I know
that's
if that's the track you're going down, yeah, you have to do that.
It's either that or I want to see him fight like Connor again. Honestly,
he's like
if Oliveira loses to Islam, I'd like to see that.
Max 100% deserves like that Connor payday.
Yeah, for sure.
All the people like because Dustin got it twice now,
Yeah.
but like. Out of all the other people that like Connor has fought, like Max deserves that type of rematch for sure. Because
hell yeah,
bro, he is so much different than the fighter that.
All right, so backup fighter for Chandler and McGregor is Max Holloway.
I'd totally be okay with that.
I'd be down.
I mean, if anything, he'd probably just end up fighting Chandler. But like,
yeah.
I mean, shit. If you want Max in a 55 title shot, he beats Chandler. He's right there. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's kind of the thing. He'd be right there.
Oh man, but yeah, Max just obviously fucking legend. Just favorite fighter all time, probably. Oh man, but yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Up there.
Just beautiful moment between them. Just everything. Yeah, was.
Yeah.
But into the co-main event.
Shouldn't have been the fucking co-main.
It shouldn't have.
That was disrespectful.
I know. I agree. It wasn't disrespectful. It was rightfully deserved. It's not their fault. It's the UFC's fault. Book your shit better.
It's the UFC's fault. This was definitely should have been the feature bout.
Yeah, but I mean, this fight wasn't beautiful. That's not the word I would use for that.
No,
but they got fucking after it.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
Anthony Smith. He gets the split decision win. I don't know. Like, bruh, the people that fucking picked this shit by decision, like, good for you. Like, that was what a call. Because with how their first fight went, with how fucking Ryan Spann fights in every single one of his fights, it was like Anthony Smith getting olher. It's like there's no way. And then even
with the way that Ryan hurt him at first, you know what I mean? Like, we're watching, like, oh shit, Anthony's done. He fucking, just on the ground getting punched. Didn't get finished though, but yeah, his left eye? Just swollen as
Oh,
that shit.
Oh my god. He could see out of it though.
Yep.
You could see his eye moving. He's like, I'm good. He kept fighting, but that thing was swollen. Purple real quick, like. But after that, you seen he was really covering it up. He wasn't like, he was barely even looking out of it. He was just making sure, don't let this thing get hit. Like, he knew it was over.
I was about to say, like, Abyss being on commentary was kind of having like PTSD flashbacks to like what happened to his eye and shit. He's just like hearing like I think the doctor say something about like no, the ref saying something about if it looks worse during like the middle of the round or so, I'm gonna bring the doctor into like Anthony Smith. And he's just like, don't do that, don't do that.
Yeah, I remember the ref saying that like at the end of the second round when they but bruh, it just I kind of would like to see Anthony Smith just retire after this.
Yeah.
Same.
Because he lives way too much up to his nickname, Lionheart. Like, this dude is... He's just so fucking tough, man. Like, it's... I just don't want to see him get beat up on so like he has been so continuously like against these top guys. Even if he's pulling out wins, he's just taking so much damage, man.
Right.
He's got over 55 over 55 fights exactly. Like
yeah.
He's had a great fucking career. Fought for the title, beat top contenders consistently. You know what I mean? Like I would personally like to see Anthony Smith hang it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at too, because like I don't know who he fights next if he does continue, because like you gotta put him up against Krylov, or
Shit.
rematch him against Rakic. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
It's just
maybe like it's one of the people who are coming up from under like Khalil Roundtree, but like
No,
I don't want to see
God,
Khalil
no.
fuck him
God,
up like
no.
that.
No. Oh my god. Yeah, that's exactly. I don't I don't want to see fights like that.
It's like yeah, like 35 at 205 isn't that old, but with 55 fights, it's like, my man, you've been around.
Yeah.
It's all right. Hang it up.
Spent so much of his career at 85 making horrible weight cuts, like
Yeah.
And it's like 37 and 18, like it's not bad.
no, not at all.
No.
This dude was the fucking regional scene warrior for so long, just smashing people, like getting so many wins. Like
I was about to say, this dude is like one of the few people who fought in Strikeforce and is still fighting in the UFC today.
yeah, like that. It's insane, man. Like, but yeah, what a dogfight between them, though. Good shit for Smith to pull out that split decision. But hell yeah, that's gonna take us to the featured bout on the card at 145. It was a good fight.
Yes.
I was hoping Giga would look better than what he did.
Yeah.
He gets the UD win over Alex Caceres. But yeah,
but I mean, I don't know. I feel like Giga's 35 years old. He hasn't been in the last time he fought was Cater in January of 22, so it's been well over a year.
Yeah, 18 months.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm not surprised that he didn't look better either.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, Alex is a fucking veteran striker, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That was about to be what I was about to bring up. Unless you finish him, it's very hard to look good against Alex Caceres. Because Alex Caceres is just so dynamic, he can make it look like it's a lot closer than what it is.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping Caceres was going to lean a bit more into his grappling. But after hearing that he had broke his arm blocking a kick in like the first round, makes sense.
Nah, you're good. Oh no. Where's okay? No, like we had the fucking window open and started hailing like crazy.
Of course it did.
Of course it did. We're just always getting attacked by ice. There's just water fucking dripping crazy from the blinds. Oh man, but yeah, it was.
Definitely glad I looked over.
I was gonna say it was pretty typical, like Caceres versus a striker fight, like just both of them going in out, just different variety of kicks, things like that. It was a fun fight.
Bro, so Giga, I don't know if you caught this at all. Giga did not throw none of his fucking Giga kicks. None of them.
I don't really know.
No, not a single one. I don't know why he didn't do that. Like the whole fucking thing, it was like, oh, his little Giga kick, which I'm pretty sure was just his fucking left kick to the fucking liver, and just ain't doing none of that shit. I was just like, damn. I was really banking on that for hoping that he'd get the finish, but I don't know. It's just kind of funny of thinking about it, he had so much hype coming in and everything, and it's like damn, yeah, dude's 35 years old, same age as Caceres. You know what I mean?
Right, who at this point is an older vet when you think of him.
Yeah. I feel like just that long layoff and injury, against Cater, that fight, him winning that fight was
him from propelling upwards.
Yeah, that was his opportunity to get into the top and into the title mix. I I just feel like now with that layoff and I just don't see him getting there. Honestly,
not yet, because it's like he just turned 35. So at that point, when he was fighting Cater, he was still 33 years old. He had just came in 3 years before that and was on a 7-fight win streak, or 7-fight win streak, then lost to Cater, and then was off for this long. So it's like that definitely probably I don't want to say ended his career, but ended his title run.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's not like he was just coming off a loss. It's not just like with the fight against Cater. It wasn't just like Calvin Cater. It was Calvin Cater coming back from Max Holloway beatdown, and we know when someone gets beat down like that by Max Holloway, they just come back with fucking elbows for days somehow. Or Tank did it to TKZ. He did it to Giga. Like, it just happens, and it's just like, yeah. I do think like his title run is over unless he gets the fight that he wants in December and wins that, but fuck, that's a hard ass fight.
Alright. A few technical difficulties. This fucking ice storm is fucking with things, but we're back. Yeah. So Giga gets that shot against Yair.
No.
Yair
has too many ways to win.
Yeah, he has become way more of a grappling threat. He's way more dynamic on the feet.
Volk said he was his most dangerous fight for a reason.
Yeah.
Bruh,
Max grappled him to win.
Even Max grapple someone to win?
Even he was like, I should probably stop taking some of these shots and like let's mix things up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I was say didn't do that against Arnold Allen.
No, you didn't have to for shit.
Not even a little bit.
Hater.
But yeah, so good shit for Giga to get that win. Keeps his spot in the top 10. Moving on down though to Ginger's favorite prospect of the year, motherfucking Rinya Nakamura. What a surprising performance.
Yeah.
Yes. Especially considering like what he's been doing in MMA. It was surprising, but
yeah, because he's been out here straight finishes. He had one decision win in his 4th fight against somebody who was 23-6-1. Whatever. But other than that, he had 1 second-round finish and all punches except for his 1 key lock submission in the first round. But all knockouts, KOs, and this fight. Ginger, you want to take it away since he's your prospect?
Oh yeah, no, just the second this fight really starts, like he was striking a little bit with him, but no, just starts going for the takedown and wrestling him. And for the most part, like when people, like what we just did, look at his record, you're like, wait, why is he doing that? Until you go back and see, oh, he was on the Japan national team. He was like a wrestler before he got into MMA.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this dude has hands and can wrestle. Oh shit.
Like he really wanted to show off skill set, and boy did he, because the dominance was crazy.
Oh my god, the way he would float over when he was trying to roll out of things, and just like,
bro, the consistent north-south fucking top position control for him was just like, like it. The only with his performance, the only thing, like, if you want to be like super critical of you know what I mean, like his performance and whatever, it's like, you gotta work on some submission offense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's got to button that up a little bit. But like other than that, man, like he's so powerful and dynamic on the feet with his punches. The fucking takedowns and the grappling was lights out. Like timing the takedowns, like getting Fernie to punch with him and then just getting right underneath the combo. That was some real good shit from Rinya Nakamura. I am very impressed with him, honestly.
Hell yeah. And it's like, even with the criticism,
it's not fucking, what the fuck?
So with Rinya and
part 3
and Jimmy's, talking about like, oh, the criticism on his submission offense, it's like, even with that, if you can appreciate martial arts, grappling, jiu-jitsu, just wrestling, any of that, it was still fun without throughout their exchanges. You know what I mean? It's not like he just laid on top of him and was just a wet blanket. Like, it was a lot of fun to watch that. So it was just great. It was nice to see that, not only does he have the power to be knocking people the fuck out, but he can wrestle through 3 rounds, easily dominate, and just, win a decision, no problem. And if he works on those subs, get the subs.
I was about to say, was not that tired by the end of it either. That's the other thing I noticed. That's like, all right. got the cardio, got the wrestling, and got the strike. All right,
He
is
is
going to be a fun
fire prospect.
Yeah, he's going to be a fun fighter to watch at 135.
We have things to say.
Oh my
Just
god.
bust on through it. All right.
Because up next we have what should have been the co-main event.
Yeah, and this, So, Aaron Blanchfield versus Tyler Santos. They're supposed to fight in February. Yep. Tyler pulls out. In Phil's Jessica Andrade. We all know how that went down. Aaron looked fucking amazing. It's like, shit, okay, she's here at the top of the division. And then they rebooked it. And this fight showed exactly why she needed this fight in the first place and why they were matched up in the first place. Because this was such a tough fight for Aaron Blanchfield. That first round, I mean, first round her Andrade, she was like, all right, like, I'll stand on the feet with her and just, like, going after her, like, striking. It was just like, damn, like, wasn't expecting that. She was forced to fight Tyler Santos on the feet that first round, and it was not going good for her.
No.
Yeah, she was just, like you said, just getting pieced up. It was kind of crazy. Like, after watching the first round, it was like, damn, this is kind of rough. Tyler was stuffing all the takedowns, like, just piecing her up. It was just, she was looking beautiful that first round, and I don't know. She came out the second round and truly showed the cardio and pace that she could put on people.
Oh, yeah.
Because after that first round, when she realized she couldn't stand there with her and couldn't, like, time out the takedown, she started chain wrestling. And it got her the decision because she easily won the second and third round. But I think this fight's going to teach her a lot.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. This is... These are the type of fights where you learn the most about yourself and, like, what you need to be improving on is these hard-fought wins. Even if this is a hard-fought loss, like, these are the type of fights where it's that huge test.
That's what I was going to say, is, like, you can learn a lot in a loss, but it's like, yeah, in those hard wins, it's you still show, like, you could still see in yourself where you need to tighten up and, like, why it was such a hard win for you to actually get.
And it's like, just to that point, it's just, like, obviously so much better that, like, to be able to, like, have that hard fight, learn, like, possibly learn all these lessons from it, but you still got the win at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And that's, like, the thing that you want to see in someone, like, up and coming, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's, like, obviously at this point, like, she's at the fucking top of the division, not really up and coming as much, but, like, yeah, she really just put on a grappling pace that, like, Tyler did great, defending all the takedowns, her trying to trip out Aaron for her one takedown ended her up on the bottom, and so Aaron got a little bit of top control in the second round for that, but, by the third round, Tyler was just tired. She had nowhere near the same kind of output on the feet. She couldn't throw, like, the same, like, power behind the punches and the shots, and she, like, was, just couldn't get off the cage, like, against Aaron, and so, not the most dominating performance, not, like, the most exciting in terms of, like, back and forth strikes, like, or whatever, or, like, grappling exchanges even, but good win for Aaron, and I mean, she wants that title shot.
Whoever wins that fight, it's going to be a very rough one, I feel like.
Yeah, and because, like, leading into it, I know we were talking about just, like, oh, who's going to get, like, the title shot, like, the winner of this fight or the winner of Manon and Rose that's coming up next week. And it was, talking about it's going to be based on performance.
Yeah.
If Rose or fucking Manon Fiorot go out there and get a fucking crazy or, like, a beautiful stoppage win over the other person,
they're going to get it.
That's going to be your next title contender.
For sure. Yeah. And honestly, I wouldn't be mad at Erin getting the loser of that anyway, just because it's just good experience to get. She's still only 24 years old. But she won this fight, but like we said, it was a rough fight for her, so it would be good for her to just get another fight in there and, just gain a little bit more experience against more top people, because it's like, she's doing really well and she's on, like, a nice streak, but Tyler is easily her best win, you know what I mean? Like, fighting Jessica Andrade, like, she looked great against her, so, like, that was good before, but then it was, like, Molly McCann, JJ Aldrich, who's, like, she's decent, and Miranda Maverick, who's also decent, but they're not, like, the top people, it just...
Yeah.
No, yeah. Either the loser of Rose Manon or the loser of Alexa Valentina in the rematch. I would not mind seeing her fight.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, she's still only 24 years old. Like, she has so much time before she's even in her prime. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine to, like, even take some time off, you know, in between fights, just work on skill building, you know, especially if you're going to give her, like, you know, the loser of Alexa and Valentina. It's like, that's going to be a real big fight, like a hard fight. It's like, take your time, just develop your skills, not be so, like, single-minded focus on an opponent, you know what I mean? And, like, just get better overall. I really feel like that would just do her good, and yeah.
Yeah.
So, like you said, I really wouldn't mind at this point, like, her getting one more fight until the title shot, just build that experience.
100%.
But you know who else is out here building that experience? Motherfucking Junior. Our boy, Junior Tafa. Against our other boy, Porky Potter. I love this man. For all the wrong reasons. And it strikes again. Because as soon as this fight was booked, it was like, come on, what? We know what's happening here, you know? Like,
he got knocked out by Justin Tafa with the left hand and got knocked out by Junior Tafa with the right.
Different ways, though.
With
Justin, it was a step back left hand.
No, yeah, but that's even more beautiful thinking about it. That one brother with the left, other brother with the right, just completing the combo. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I know, right?
That's poetry right there.
Like I said, the left hand was a step back left hand, whereas like with Junior, it was a going forward right hook just over the top.
Even better.
Yeah.
An actual circle.
Exactly. Comes full circle.
Poor Parker Porter.
Yeah.
I don't know if he sticks around another fight. You think so? You think the UFC lets him stick around to just get knocked out by another guy?
I mean, he's 4-4. He lost 1, lost 2, won 3. You know what I mean? So it's
Here's the question,
it is pretty back and forth. It was only the 2-fight losing streak that he went on as a streak. So he honestly might stick around. What's the question?
All of his wins are any of these people in the UFC.
Didn't Josh Parisian just fight?
Yeah. Josh Parisian's around.
2-4.
Yeah, you asked if he was still in there, and his last fight was on the 12th
Smith made his
month.
UFC debut. Of course he's still around.
Are you sure? I think we need to run by MMA roster watch real quick.
We'll see him one more time.
With Chase Sherman. What's going on with Chase Sherman? When did he actually last fight?
I don't know, but Junior did his thing. He did what he was supposed to do. It was a good win. 5-1 now in his career. And, yeah. Just a good comeback win after taking his last, or his only loss against Muhammad Usman in his last fight. But yeah, so sure the UFC will try and build him up a bit, let him get some good wins, you know, bring him in top 15. Be a
he's
fun
only
fighter.
26 years old.
Yeah, plenty of time at heavyweight. He's got fucking 26 more years.
Yeah.
But yeah, from one young heavyweight to not as young. I thought he was younger, honestly, but still only 31 years old, which is young at heavyweight. Waldo Cortez Acosta gets.
Did you know that Waldo was a Dominican baseball player?
Yep, I did. Every single fight since his Contender Series, they always talk about that and how his right hand is like he's pitching a baseball. Let's see.
I just had to make sure you knew.
Let's just see how long they continue to bring that up for. You know what I mean? You think it'll like he keeps winning
his whole
like
career?
No, yeah, that was the thing I was about to ask because like they brought up a lot in his early career with Dominic Reyes being a former baseball player. Once he gets like to top 15, they stop like. If he gets the top, well, actually, no.
You really had to bring that up with Dominic Reyes. You know how much that makes me want to just talk shit, and how badly I don't want to talk shit. We can't bring up Dominic Reyes anymore on this podcast. Just leave the poor guy alone.
I'm just using it as the example for the same phenomenon. Like, what? It's not like I'm being a dick or anything.
Waldo came out.
Yeah, but you bring him up, so I'm a dick in my head.
we getting past this. Waldo came out with the first round knockout, his first knockout in the UFC. So good for him.
Yeah, let's go against Lucas Brisky, who moves to 8-4-1. So
it's a good record.
Yep, 0-3 in the UFC. Won no contest on a contender series. So
why did he?
yep, that's heavyweights for you. Let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the fight, main event of the prelims. What else on the prelims stuck out to you guys that you feel like is good to bring up, talk about?
There was a lot of good fights on the prelims, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the one that got me a perfect in Topology though, and Michelle Olajaychuk getting that first round knockout over Chidi and Jaquani.
Yeah,
Beautiful, bruh.
That made me so sad.
The way Chidi hurt him, and I thought it was over, and Michelle just lasted and put him out. I was like, yo, let's fucking go. I mean, he didn't put him out, but he put him on his ass and ground and pounded him and got the fucking finish at 416. So beautiful.
That's so sad. That's so close to getting the perfect for my Topology.
It's ironic how far it switched up from like, oh, you almost get the perfect to Katie getting the perfect.
Yeah.
Give me the semi-perfect on that one, but
these motherfuckers.
Let's say, the one I wanted to bring up was that beautiful body shot to ground and pound by Billy Goff over Yosako.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was beautiful. Just he lands it, and it takes a second, and then he drops, and then he just starts dropping in the ground and pound. It was over.
Yeah, folded him up.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, that was real nice. And yeah, I mean, for me, Sung Woo Choi in the opener against Jarno. Unanimous decision win for him, but it was just a fun fight. It was a good way for them to just like set off the card, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, definitely.
For 3 a.m. fucking start time.
JJ Aldrich following that up with her first UFC finish, a second round ground and pound over Na Liang.
Messing up my fucking decision perfect. Who could have guessed it?
No, seriously.
Who could have guessed it? No one in the world could have thought that was going to happen.
Who cares? It was beautiful. 8-5 in the UFC, got her first finish, so let's fucking go. It was a great way to keep the fights going.
Nah, yeah, for sure. But hell yeah. That's the UFC card from Singapore. They got to start going there more often. That was great. Crowd was great, fans were great, everything. That was beautiful. What a card. And that's gonna bring us into our motherfucking Topology picks.
Where I win again.
Hey, yep. And old salty Gingy coming in last place again by 5 points. Jim Bob with the perfect in the main event pulled me ahead by 5 to secure the fate.
Considering between me and Katie, it's only a 50-point gap. Like,
yeah, because
that's
me and you got 11 right. Jimmy got 10 right, but it was like it was real close.
Yeah, 3 perfects and 3 decisions for me. Or wait, no, I was looking at 4 perfects and 1 decision. I was looking at the wrong one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the 4 perfects, that's what really pulled.
That what drove you up a little bit. It was the one extra decision you had that pumped you over me. That was it. It's that one decision.
And then me with the 3 decisions, 2 perfects, 3 semi-perfects.
Yeah,
just a great night.
Yeah,
the Giga decision just solidified that I was getting first place.
Yep.
Yeah, like that's 11 out of 13 picks, and 3 decisions right, fucking 2 perfects. So that's a real good night. Good shit, Holmes.
I'd say 11 correct, 1 decision, 2 perfects, 3 semi-perfects. Just shit, I went 1, 2, 3. Huh? I didn't even realize that till now.
But yeah, it was a good night in Topology.
You got 4 perfects? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's crazy.
Fucking Jim
Bob
doing good.
That's the reason he jumped over. He got the main event, Junior Taffa, Waldo,
Billy Goff. Yeah.
Yep.
We left every 3 out of his 4 were first round KO TKOs until Max Holloway.
It's easy sometimes. Let's go. But that shit was real funny because it was like almost 12 o'clock the night before, having to be up in fucking 3 hours, and I'm just like, I'll do them in the morning. I was laying in bed, I'm just like, I'm not doing them in the morning.
And literally same exact thing for me. And it's funny because like the next day looking at some of the rounds that I picked, I'm like, damn, I know that I just didn't want to go too many first rounds. So I was like, I got to go second round, I got to go a third round. And then like when the fights came up, I was like, why would I choose this? But I got the semi, so it's okay. I win.
No, exactly.
I picked a whole lot of second round stuff to happen.
I had one on there that was against my better judgment with Caceres. I, again, thought he was going to lean more into his grappling. I thought he could grind out a decision like that. Like,
That's
keep
fair.
on the feet and then get into some, grappling exchanges.
Yeah.
It's the one where I knew everyone was going Giga, so I'm like, if I take this at least, I can,
might swing me ahead.
Exactly.
Nah, yeah, that's real. That's real fair. Good shit in Tapology. Another solid week, and just another week of cementing the overall average of Caden first, me in second, Ginger in third. Oh
You
man,
almost want to go through this and just take an average of what our points are.
no, I know that's what I had the thought too. I was like, maybe I can pull ahead in that. But let's go. Last little mention of the podcast. We had Contender Series last week. 6 days ago by now. So by the time this comes out, we'll be getting ready for week 4 of Contender Series. But yeah, only 4 fights on the card.
First week of the 3 that they didn't hand out all contracts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Only got 3 this week. Yeah, the second fight on the bout, Jocelyn, right?
Josephine.
Sorry, it looked like an L for a second.
Josephine Knutson and Isis Verbeek.
Yeah, she didn't get the contract. Everyone else did though. Yeah, I don't know if you guys got much that you want to talk about on that. I know for me, the opening fight on the card, Luis, he looked really good. I love because Robbie, he did the Aljo thing of like, shoot a takedown, fail, like, all right, just gonna be on my hands and knees, like moving around. And he just started ripping punches to the body right away, and I was like, nice. That's just a great thing to see. Ends up getting the knee on the ground, just like folded him up. He did not like it. Throws a few punches, gets the stoppage. Real good shit. More fighters coming out of Peru, so yeah, good shit. Let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing else to say.
I don't remember anything. It's almost been a week, and there's been PFL, BKFC, UFC. I watched some of the road to the UFC that was on.
I didn't even know about that. I was so sad.
Well,
and again, it would have been the same time as UFC Singapore. It would have been 3 a.m. for you.
Yep.
Zachary Reese got that first round armbar, so that was cool.
Yeah. Looked like he was gonna get finished real quick, and then pulled it out the hat, and it was just like, all right, well.
Yeah. He is now 5-0 with all first round finishes.
Let's go, or 6-0.
Oh, 6-0. My bad.
But hell yeah, that's Contender Series. It's always some good fun, but they just hand out too many contracts sometimes. You know what I mean? It's like, we see what you're doing here, Dana White. We know all these guys and girls about to fucking pull up on these early prelims real quickly. But hell yeah.
Fillers, we got fillers.
Add space, right? Oh man, but alright, that's enough for today's podcast. Let's go. I hope everyone enjoyed it. If you did, like and subscribe. We got all the links in the description, as always. Catch me and Ginger streaming. Ginger streaming a lot more now, so let's fucking go. UFC 5 coming out soon. We're going to be playing that for sure. But other than that,
yeah.
Hope everyone has a good week, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.